when I first got to Howard, like I said, I wasn't there to be in the band. I was there on a scholarship. I was there because I wanted to be a doctor. And I saw the band at freshman orientation. So mind you, that meant I missed band camp. And my friends, my line sisters for Top Sigma, they tease me all the time that, oh, you was late. We didn't think you was going to be good. Came in after band camp. But I had been in the band in band since 8th grade. I started playing clarinet, played all through high school, and I was a drum major my senior year in high school, which was awesome. We always did shows like Broadway shows. So I was Norma Desmond from Sunset Boulevard at our competition that we have in the fall every year. So when I came to Howard, I knew that they had a band, but I wasn't there for the band. But when I saw the band playing at freshman orientation, I just knew that I needed to be a part of that and needed to be in the band. So, I think that gave me a home in Howard. I talk about being from Florida. It's diverse, but it's very much 80-20. So, and I was in the International Baccalaureate program. So I was only one of very few Black students there. And so I had to redefine myself at Howard outside of being just a smart Black kid, because everybody there is a smart Black kid. Like that's no longer who you are. You can't just get off on that. Like I wasn't drum major. I was, you kind of going in at the bottom again and trying to figure out who you are. And I think it gave me, specifically the band gave me a home. It gave me a place to feel safe because I was homesick. It was a culture shock. I was not disappointed, but it was harder than I thought it was going to be to get used to being away from my family, being away from my daughter who was 2.5 at the time, and just feeling lonely. And once I got into the band and in Tau Beta Sigma, that really helped me to see Howard from a different view, because I was ready to go back to Florida before that. But it gave me something to distract me. It gave me amazing experiences. Like I said, I had never been on a plane before, so my first plane ride ever was to Jackson State. And one of my plane rides, I actually sat next to Jackie Kelly. And we had a long conversation. He tells people that his girlfriend at the time wanted to sit next to him and I wouldn't move. And I was scared because the only thing I knew about flying was, what's the name of that movie? Oh shoot, now I can't remember the name of it. But the movie, if you move out of your place, you're going to die. And I was like, I can't get up my seat. So I got to sit right here and be right here. But I wasn't interested in him at the time. I just was, but we talked the whole flight, and then we actually ended up doing Talbot Sim and Kappa Kappa Psi together. So he was my line brother, and the rest is history. 23 years later. So the band gave me so many things, and such a, and not to brag on my husband too much, but he is the reason I'm able to do the things that I do and able to be a mom and a wife and an entrepreneur, because somebody got to keep these kids alive. And that's what he does on a regular basis. And he lets me be myself. He lets me be and have these things that I have outside of just being, his wife, which I'm proud to be as well, and proud to be my kids' mom and that kind of thing. But he's a big part of what I got from the band. And then these lifelong friends who support me unconditionally in the things that I want to do, and always are there to be that shoulder to lean on in the hard times, and my cheerleaders in the times that I need them. So being in the band gave me discipline. It gave me a family, and it gave me Tau Beta Sigma. It gave me a place to be a leader. I was the president of the chapter. I was president of the district. I've gone through every single leadership position within the organization. And I've also, given a platform for others within Tau Beta Sigma, and talk about inclusion and uplifting women in music. And so a big part of what I do for Tau Beta Sigma is uplifting my sisters like Cora and the things that they're doing in the industry and the things that they're doing to further the cause for equality for women in the band profession, because you don't see that as much. And giving others an opportunity to have music in their lives. A lot of what we do in Tau Beta Sigma as well is going to kids and teaching kids about music, and promoting, music education in our schools and that kind of thing. Because without music, I'm just a partial vessel. It helps me to be a well-rounded person, even though it's not what I do for my profession every day. You'd be surprised how many patients I can have this amazing conversation about being in the band. They was either in the band, they play an instrument, they love some type of music that I love. We just can have that conversation. or like with Cora talking about my daughter. My daughter is 26 now. She has a bachelor's in recording arts, and so she wants to work in music. And so I can give her that love, and also expose her to people like Cora and like other people that we're affiliated with that love music and can give her the opportunities to work in something that she loves to do.
It's funny because Jackie is a cornerstone for both of us, because when I came in the drum section, he was an anchor for me. He is such a steady presence, very calm, very focused, very committed. And he and Kyle, Kim, Walter, they were all there as anchors, But the discipline was set, and the understanding was there. And if that meant an all-nighter, like you said, Kathryn, there's no environment that I've been in post-Howard that I felt like I couldn't handle because of Howard. The marching band exposed me to unapologetic excellence. If that means 4 more hours or 3 more hours or working out, whatever the requirements were, what we got was, this is what it takes, this is what we'll do, and these are the results that we'll get because we made that commitment. And
we were the bomb. I don't care what nobody else said. We was the bomb.
We were the bomb. We really were. The square in front of Fine Arts, homecoming. Homecoming is everything.
I don't think people understand, though, from the band standpoint, how long a homecoming week is. Like, we didn't get to go to any of the fun stuff.
Oh, no.
But when they was having a gospel concert, we was still practicing.
Absolutely.
And then on homecoming day, first of all, you got to be there at 5 o'clock, and if you TBS, you had to be at 4:30 probably. Yeah. to get ready to run through pregame first. Before we go do the parade. and then you do the parade in the morning, you go back, you do pregame, you do an extended halftime show, right. And then we go and square up, and every alumni got to come through the tunnel. So the drummers were on from 5 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, and with minimal food. Minimal. We got a little break. But for the most part, like, you on all day long. So all of y'all that was having fun at homecoming, we was working. And then we had a Sunday game probably the next day to go do a professional football game. So, yeah.